I told you we would be doing new things in the new year, and here we are. Hi, I'm Larson Halleck, and as you know, I am a multimedia personality who discusses many things pertaining to the state of modern man: fitness, sex, martial arts, and philosophy. It is philosophy that we are here to discuss today, because more than anything else, what is my goal if not to engender masculine self-improvement amongst my fellow men, in the West and elsewhere? For there is something of a crisis of masculinity going on. One way we can discuss the crisis of masculinity is to look at those who have failed to have masculinity in their lives, and hence my new show, enter Failsons. You might be asking, what is a failson? A failson is the end result of a dying civilization. A man with no thumos. The example given is a man who goes downstairs at Thanksgiving, briefly mumbles hello, takes a loaf of bread, and walks back upstairs to play video games and jerk off. In short, a failson is the last man. A failson is a man who only avoids crushing poverty by living in a relatively well-to-do family, and a man who makes no efforts to leave his home or be employed. Now, not necessarily every man who is not successful is a failson. I myself am not particularly successful, but I do live on my own, and I am employed, with 2 jobs, as a matter of fact, not counting the internet stuff. And as long as you are employed and at least making an effort to be successful, you are not a failson. The failson is the man who has given up completely. A male, for whom manhood is a far-off fantasy, masculinity an impossible dream. Some of you listening are already grinning, because you know that the internet is absolutely full of these people. Several of my videos, in fact, have depicted failsons, either an individual or a group of them, in Congress. But there are so many of them in this rotting empire that we know as the United States, that they needed an entire show to profile them. I am not looking at pickup artists or bad martial artists, because, in all honesty, those men cannot be considered failsons because they, at least, have jobs. This series will also not be a series on lol cows. For while many failsons are lol cows, many failsons are honestly pretty pitiable and deserve sympathy if nothing else. But as a cautionary tale, as an example of rogue learning, meaning learning from bad people of what not to do, this is something that must be discussed. In the weeks to come, I will be looking at many failsons, and the first one will be a group that I've discussed previously, a group that has attempted to antagonize me on several occasions, and a group that needs a thorough groin kicking. I leave you with rapt anticipation as to who they are. If you yourself have suggestions for any failsons, whether an individual or a group, please leave them in the comments section. Until then, I'm Larson Halleck, and for the good of yourself and humanity, keep on training. And now, a word from our sponsors. Hello, are you a fan of Larson Halleck and the Barbaric Gentleman? Of course you are, otherwise you wouldn't be watching. Would you like to help the channel grow? Would you like to help me out? If so, here's how you can. You can go to patreon.com/LarsonHalleck and join the ranks of these illustrious heroes. You can also go to www.paypal.me/LarsonHalleck to also donate some money. You can also buy my book. The Patreon, the PayPal, and the link to my book are all found in the video description. You can also follow me on Twitter or on Instagram. I no longer advertise my Gab because Gab sucks. Otherwise, enjoy, keep watching the videos, and spread the word.